Hey, what's up? It's your girl TC coming back to you with another video with some more content because that's what I'm trying to do, be consistent. And even though I'm like super full right now, like to capacity, I still wanted to get on this mic on video to deliver some content, to talk about some substance. Well, it's substance to me. It may not be substance to you. But yes, I am back. According to a black girl, and that black girl is me. I wanted to speak on any topics, whether it's about travel, whether it's about corporate, just topics in general, according to me, a black girl. And obviously, these are all subjective topics. So you can agree to disagree. That's cool. I'm fine with that. We're good. Like, I'm not offended. All that to say, this is basically according to me and how I see things. So, yeah, let's get into it. Today, I'm passionate about this topic, obviously. Black women and how we treat each other. It's it's so interesting to me when it comes to black women and how we treat each other. I'm not saying that all black women, I can't categorize all black women and say they all do this because all of us don't do that. But I find that within the black women community, we're pretty catty. I don't love it. It's not my favorite, but it also has something to do with how we were brought up. It's more psychological because if you think about it, sometimes when you think through things, they start to make sense when you get a little bit older. And that's why, in my opinion, black women are a bit, I don't know, territorial when it comes to certain things. And like I said, very catty. Not to degrade or down black women because black women are beautiful. Black women are amazing. I am a black woman. I came from a black woman. I don't know anything but being a black woman. If something were to happen to me and I were to come back on this planet, I would want to come back as a black person, as a black woman specifically, because I just love me and I love being me. I love black women. I think there's something about us. We have a certain je ne sais quoi about us where people are, I don't know, just magnetized and we're not really glorified, but I would love if we were. And even if we're not, so who cares? We know we're amazing. I always think about the hashtag Black Girl Magic because we are some amazing creatures. Agree or not. Proof is in the pudding. Anyway. But I wanted to talk about this topic because I think back to a bit of a story time for you. When I was pregnant with my daughter, how just mean black women were. And also I was a bit, I guess, just taken back of how black women just we don't stick together at all. It's always a competition. But like I was saying before I got sidetracked earlier about black women and how we were brought up. When we're brought up, I think about certain things that were said to me and certain things that were done. I think about the comparison between me and other black girls, or are you gonna let her, or you gonna let her do that, or look at that other girl, and just a lot of competition, which competition is healthy. I don't disagree with competition, but to drill it in people's minds, it's just psychologically damaging to us as a unit because like I said, we grew up in We see other black women, and it's a competition. It's never, oh, I want to make sure that I'm helping. I've ran across, and my thoughts and my mindset has changed the older I got. I'm in my 30s, so obviously I try to think more clearly, logically about certain things. There are some things that still bother me about me, but obviously nobody else can work on me but me. I have to work on myself. All that to say, I'm still a work in progress. There may be some things that I think about now, or there may be some topics that I agree with now, and in the future it could change. We are human. That's one thing I want to throw out there. We're human. We are entitled to change our mind and our perception. We may perceive something one way one year and then perceive it a totally different way the next year. Everything is subjective, which is why I always say it at the beginning of my videos, or I try to say it at the beginning of my videos, because things are so subjective. My point of view may not necessarily be the same point of view that you have. But all that to say is, I grew up, I understood, where the problem lies. And I decided, okay, I don't want to be that woman. I don't want to be that black woman, that typical black woman that's bitter and mad and angry all the time, because that's not who I am. That's never been who I am. I mean, I have a bit of an attitude, but who doesn't when stuff ain't going the right way? Because I don't trust people. I just be having to do stuff myself. Anyway, so yeah, I've changed, and my thoughts and the way I think and my views, they've they've changed the older I get. Because now I'm at a point where I'm raising a daughter, and some of the things that were instilled and made me like who I was, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not doing that to my daughter, like comparing her to other people, because she's her own person. She's her own person. So yeah, nowadays I just try to embrace women regardless of what they got going on. Mostly black women. I like to stick by a black woman, and not to say that I don't stick by other women, but listen, other races will always stick with other races, is what I'm going to say. I just do think that it's very important and imperative for black women to start moving as a unit, moving more as a unit. I know there are, things out there right now like hashtag Black Girl Magic, and, just, but in hindsight, we just honestly should support each other, especially if it's uplifting and it's showing women love for things that they've achieved and goals that they've obtained, getting accolades. Just show them love. I am hopping all over the place today. So going back to when I was pregnant, I had a lot of, I don't know, I wouldn't say backlash, but I had a lot of women degrading me during my pregnancy. And everybody knows, not everybody, the women know how your body changes during pregnancy. Your body does a substantial amount of changing during pregnancy. Your belly gets big, your hormones are a little bit off, acne comes back, acne goes away. I actually developed hyperpigmentation while I was pregnant, and I developed it pretty damn bad. Again, this is 12 years ago, but nonetheless, I had hyperpigmentation. I also noticed that I had like hair everywhere. Like I was just, it was crazy. And, you know, normal. everybody's body change. I'm not saying like everybody has the same thing happen to them when they're pregnant, but we all change during pregnancy. And I remember a woman, I thought, let me tell you, when a woman who is bitter or upset or mad feels like you feeling yourself, she about to try to tear your ass down. Period. I don't love that. I don't love tearing women down, black women, other black women. I can't stand that. It is not for me to do that. If you are an evil person, your karma will deal with you. I can't, that's beyond me. That's above, that's above me. So, I just remember I was feeling myself that day. I thought I looked really nice. I was maybe 7, 8 months. Actually, I might have been like 8 months pregnant. And I remember we were about to go somewhere. And I saw this woman that worked with me. And I remember her like saying, you look okay and all, but what's up with your chin hairs? Like you can't take care of that? And I just remember, and she was a gorgeous woman. Like I don't take nothing away from nobody, but she was a gorgeous woman, and I felt like, damn, how much energy did it take for you to feel like you needed to just tear me down for the day? It was disheartening, but I basically was like, my hormones are changing. So, doctors have already talked to me about it, and she was just like, "Oh, but that it's a lot. It's like you can't do nothing." I'm like, "Girl, I am 8 months pregnant. I don't give a fudge cakes about what the hell is going on my face, on my neck, on anything. I am ready to get this baby out of me." It was getting a little bit warmer outside. So all that to say, I just thought it was disheartening. I thought it was terrible of her to do and to say, first of all, not only to another fellow black woman, but to a pregnant lady. Why would you try to tear down the self-esteem of a pregnant lady? They're already dealing with so much hormones, emotionally, mentally, physically, and you say that. How horrible of a person do you have to be to do that? Pretty damn horrible. So that's the degrading story. That was my story about a black woman and how she made me feel, which is horrible. But I try to be conscious, even at work, when I'm handling or dealing with employees, my direct reports that are black women, because I want to uphold a certain standard and an expectation, even though expectations are, I want to ensure that I'm doing right by the black employee. But if there is any instance where I am giving you feedback to try to help you out, there is no need for you to be, what's the word? There is no need for you to be offensive when I'm giving constructive feedback. Because one thing that I notice is, how will you ever grow or learn or move forward or elevate if you don't understand your areas of opportunity? That's just something to think about. I try to be very mindful when it comes to how I connect and talk to my employees. But just remember, it's a place of business. It's a place of business. But I say all of this because I wanted to just kind of talk through some things that have happened. Well, that thing that happened. And just to say, black women, you are loved, you are seen, you are adored, you are envied, you are the most beautiful that have walked the face of this planet. And don't forget it. We're queens, all of us. So just keep that in the back of your mind. I'm out. I think I've done a lot of hopping around and ranting. I did enough of that. And I promise you, my next video will be a little bit more structured. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day, and happy 2021 to all of you beautiful people out there. I'm out. Peace.